So I had problem number 22, which says an equilateral triangle is inscribed in a circle of radius 1 with one vertex at the bottom of the circle. Compute the area that lies inside the circle and above the triangle. So I drew my circle right here and I put my triangle inside of it. It says one vertex has to be at the bottom, so the triangle has to be pointing upside down. And it gives us a radius of 1, so our r equals 1. And it wants us to find this area right up here. So first what we gotta do is figure out our sides of our triangle. So this was the center of the circle. And we just drew two lines to the corners of the vertex of the triangles. These lengths are both each 1. Now by rules of geometry, we can draw a line down right here, and this creates a 30, 60, 90 triangle. So let's see, this is 30 and this is 60. So from geometry, we know that a 30, 60, 90 triangle, this length right here is the square root of 3 over 2. We know that this length is 1, which makes this length 1/2 right here. And then for this side of the triangle, we have that half of it is the square root of 3. So if we just multiply this side by 2 to get what the other side is, this entire side right here is just the square root of 3. So now that we have the sides of our equilateral triangle, we almost got all the parts we need to find the area. We still need the base. So since this is an equilateral triangle, if we did the same thing with the triangle that we did right here, down here, it's going to give us the same exact answer. So the height of the triangle is going to be 1 plus the 1/2. So our height is going to be equal to 1 plus 1/2, which is 3 over 2. So now we're going to find our area of the triangle. So that's going to be 1/2 times the base times the height. So it's going to be 1/2. Our base is going to be our side length, which is the square root of 3. And then our height's going to be 3 over 2. So the area of the triangle is going to be 3 over times the square root of 3 over 4. Okay, so now we have the area of the triangle, but now we need to compute the area of the circle. So then the area of the circle is equal to pi times the radius squared. So for this, that's easy because our radius is 1 and 1 squared is 1, so our area of the circle is just going to be pi. So now since you have the area of the triangle and the area of the circle, but we want the area of this shaded region right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our area of the circle and minus the area of the triangle. So then that's going to give us pi minus 3 times the square root of 3 over 4. So now this area right here gives us the area of the 3 sectors that we have. But since we only want the area of the 1 sector, we're going to divide this area by 3. So we're going to take pi minus 3 times the square root of 3 over 4 divided by 3. So to make this a little easier to do, I'm going to change it up so it's pi minus 3 times the square root of 3 over 4 times the reciprocal of 3, which is 1/3. So now we're just going to multiply each term. So pi times 1/3 is just going to give us pi over 3. And 3 times the square root of 3 over 4 times 1/3. So that's going to cancel, the 3's are going to cancel out, which will leave us with minus the square root of 3 over 4. And that right there is the area of this sector right here, which means that's your answer.